Hey guys, how's it going? It's Kara here with another Guardian Tales video, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the roadmap for 2022, and this is the first half here, so all the way from January to May when it comes to these updates. And they announced this on their Facebook. It looks pretty interesting. Couple of things I'm excited about, couple of things that I'm, me personally, I'm not too excited about. I'm curious on what your guys' thoughts are on each one of these things that they're adding. But at the moment, it looks like the content that we could look forward to are going to be illustration style changes, arena friendly match. This is by far the thing that I'm most excited about. It's one of the best parts of content in this game, that we were finally not gated by just a 1 hour twice per day, which I think is fantastic, because this is some of the funnest things. This is the thing that people are probably most planning for when they build a character, and now they finally have that in arena friendly match, which is great. I was hoping that there was a spectator mode when it comes to this, because they did announce this earlier in another post, and so now that it's official and it's going to be coming through here in January, I think it's pretty exciting. But at the same time, I was kind of hoping for a spectator mode, but I figured that was a long shot. I'm just glad that it's coming through. Then we got Guild Arcade World 14, which I think is surprisingly far away, but we'll get in that in a second. And then Expedition content, and then Heavenhold Farm. So let's break all these down. So the illustration changes. So this is kind of like the new art style that they're doing. I want to say this is on the Japanese server. I'm not sure, but it looks like they're giving us an option on, you could change it on a per character basis. Something me personally, I don't really care about. I like the old style. I mean, maybe this is, some of these characters are kind of cool, but this is just all a side thing. I don't really care about this, but I think a lot of people play this game for the art, and I think a lot of people probably do care about this. So I think it's nice to have the option, and it's not forcing you to go one way or the other when it comes to these art styles. And then they can probably release more of them and stuff like that. And I think that's pretty cool. So it's like a function to change hero illustration and profile thumbnail. And then you'll be able to set illustration changes individually for heroes, like I was saying. And then you could find illustration style button to switch illustration under the hero profile UI details. It's kind of hard with the, the Korean text here. If there's an extra button added, it's hard to tell if they're already showing what it looks like. And then illustrations for heroes will be added consecutively. Okay, so here's the one that I'm actually excited about, which is the arena friendly match. I'm glad that this is one of the things that's coming here in January. And so we don't have much time to wait. It's probably going to be sometime in February for us on global, I would guess, because they set up here that this is all in Korean times, not, and then like the global launch could be a little different. It says it right here. So probably going to be sometime in February is when it actually drops for us. But it'll be nice to try it out here on the Korean server first. So the details here, it's pretty much self-explanatory. Friendly match system where there'll be a friendly match button added to the arena window. Anyone able to create a friendly match and invitees can enter using a generated code, and then the rules in friendly matches follow the regular arena a 3v3 match, which I'm kind of glad that I wish we could set it up to where there's the master tier version of it too, plus this, so you can actually try stuff out. But you could all just discuss that before. You don't need the actual official pick ban system to be able to do that. But it's cool that they're finally adding this. I think this is long overdue, just like loadouts here in the game. I'm glad that they're adding this. I think this will be a lot of fun to be able to play against you guys, like the people that watch the channel. Or I think the thing that I really want to do though is do like kind of tourneys. I think it'd be a lot of fun to have organized tournaments now that we have this matchmaking system. And we can do this, and so we can probably schedule it on there, do some either give out gift codes or like some kind of prize, maybe cash prizes, depending on how interested people are in these tourneys. But I think this would be a lot of fun to do now that we finally have a way to doing arena without going into matchmaking. So that's why I'm most excited about this. And plus to just be able to try stuff out, like actually play against people and do fun comps and stuff, and not just be gated by 10 attempts. It's just so ridiculous that such a big part of this game was gated by only 10 tries per day. And I like to play things in binge. That's why I really like the Camazone changes, where it's like, okay, I have 3 days to do this, but I'm going to play it all in one go versus having to do it, each attempt per hour or something like that, which is just ridiculous. I don't like being gated on time. I'd rather just be able to front load it, or, not do it for an entire day and then still have a day to do it or something like that. And with comes to this arena change, I think this is a great change that allows us to at least play the game when we can. Will probably help a lot of people that are stuck, at work or something. Then we got the Guild Arcade here. this is the kind of stuff in gacha games that I'm just not that big of a fan of like adding mini games to the game. I just want more content on the game that we're playing. The whole point of this game is to play Guardian Tales, and then the typical gameplay you would expect from this. If I'm trying to play a little mini game, I'll go play that mini game elsewhere. It's just bizarre to me that they do this kind of stuff in these games. Like Exos Heroes did this, and it's like I don't play Exos Heroes or Guardian Tales to play this little side game within the game. And it's just my opinion on these things, and I don't like them diverting resources when they do this, because we're already waiting for World 13 or World 14 to come out in March. Like that's a big issue there, and then they're allocating resources for Guild Arcade, which is just bizarre to me. And so what Guild Arcade is arcade located inside the guild lobby, where minigames will be playable at any time. Various minigames will be offered without a participation limit. You and your guild members will be ranked based on your play record, and the minigames provided here will be based on minigames played in the worlds, and new minigames will be added gradually. So maybe they'll be fun, but at the same time, this is just side stuff that I wish they would prioritize good things like campaign, like this when it comes to World 14. I wish that would be in February, and then you could start this later or something like that. But just there should be a bigger priority to actual content that we are coming to Guardian Tales for, in my opinion. And then next, so we have World 14. I think this is just a no-brainer, and this is just awesome that they're adding this. I just think it's taking way too long for us to finally get this content. And then seeing this happen here in March, it just kind of makes me realize how sparse the content updates are potentially. Like, I'm assuming we're going to get illustration style changes in one patch, then we're going to get arena friendly patch, or the arena friendly match in one patch, then Guild Arcade, but that's 2 patches there in February. We're only getting one update, and then we're only getting one update, like big content update in March. And World 14 is going to be awesome. I think that's objectively good content, just like the arena friendly match. And then in May, so then that means we're not getting, and then in April and May, they're going to be releasing the Expedition content and Heavenhold Farm. So Expedition content, this kind of stuff, if they really make it something to, it's like harder to, like, engaging content with good rewards, I think people would really like. But at the moment, Expedition stuff is just an auto farm for merch, which is just this painfully slow farm that I am not a fan of. So unless this Expedition content is actually really awesome, then I don't know. Hopefully it's good. I want to be an optimist here. I don't want to be negative, but there's really not that many updates in this half year that we can look forward to here. So each one of these needs to really land, in my opinion, for the game to keep going. So new battle content where you venture out to defeat mysterious forces spread out all over Guardian Tales world. Each force will have their own distinctive backstory. A first force appears to be the Chosen One clan, and then Expedition content is currently underdeveloped as manual PvE content. Face off against powerful foes by using the real-time party switching system. I feel like that's already been introduced, and it's really not that engaging. Where you're, one team moves up in one side, then you switch over to the other side. I'm hoping they mean something different by what's already in the Expedition system already. And then you'll have to face off against strong foes within a time limit as you explore dungeons and find hidden treasures. Special events may occur depending on the player's actions. So hopefully this is actually really good content, and it's going to be like in-game style stuff that everyone could like look forward to. So I want to be wrong on that one. And then here, Heavenhold Farm, this is something that I like, that they add these kind of like side things to passively farm. They haven't updated the current place when it comes to your town that often, so the farm will be another addition to that, which I like. It's just side stuff that I wish would be incorporated with a patch on more actual real content, which I consider campaign to be real content. I consider fleshing out the arena system real content, making the guild more engaging, like having, because I feel like the guild stuff should be in-game content, making better in-game content instead of just facing the same bosses over and over again. I feel like those are the things that are actually Guardian Tales and that I want more of. And then these side things are great and they flesh out the game, but they shouldn't be these big parts of the patch where there's nothing else in there. So it's concerning me. Part of this I'm very excited for. So I'm very excited for the arena change, and I'm excited for World 14. But the thing that I'm a little concerned about is this is still not that much content over the course of a 6-month period. And finding other games to kind of fill that, might be in the cards for me, because it's just doesn't seem like this is enough to keep people engaged currently with the state of the game, at least in my opinion. So I'm curious to what you guys have to say about this. You know, I don't want to get too negative when it comes to this, because this is still exciting, and I do like that they release these roadmaps so we can have an idea of what to expect. But I figured we would have more stuff to look forward to, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion on this. Let me know in the comments below what you guys have to say about this. And with that, guys, I am out. Peace.